Hey guys, what's up? Here to give you another review today. Like I said, Naruto episode 244 review. Uh, I just watched it. It was really good. It was very cool to see it in the anime wise, and not the manga wise. The manga wise has that sense of feeling. It was like okay, but the anime wise, it's just like the emotional music and how the way the characters in the anime express themselves. It was very meaningful. It actually meant something at the time right there. Like I felt like okay, he this is why Moto's doing this. It was very more expressional in my opinion. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with this review. Alright, so basically starts off with Naruto, you know, in like the last episode we left off with Naruto and his dark self. And then we in this episode we start off with Naruto just sitting down. He turns around and he says, "How do I defeat my dark self?" And he said like, "Oh, maybe I can ask Killer B." But he said, "I remember that time when Killer B didn't like me. I tried to do the fist bump thing and it just didn't work out. Like me and him not on the same page. I don't know if we on the same chapter. Real talk." Um, so yeah, he said he's out of the question. Then he asked Moto, he's like, "Can you help me? Do you have an idea?" And Moto, he's kind of kept it quiet at that time. And then he said, "You know what? I'll tell you." And then he gave the Moto gave Naruto and Yamato a very moving story on why everybody outcast the Jinjuris and how the Jinjuriki came to be and Killer B and how where is the story from your perspective and how did it come like this? So yeah, like the story basically starts off with just Jinjuriki Killer B. And he was an outcast, he was kind of like Naruto, I think, but I think he suffered a little bit longer. He really had no friends. Next, we see all that. Then we see the old Raikage, the previous Raikage, before the current Raikage. That was we have four Raikages, and we saw the third Raikage. The third one is the fourth Raikage. So we see the previous one just fighting the eight tails. I guess the Jinjuriki holder was very weak, was not strong, very weak-minded, and had no sense of power whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like had none. So you know he basically didn't know what to do, and every single time since he was a weak-minded person, he would go on rampage constantly, and it's very surprising because the ATL was strong as fuck. Han, whatever, the ATL was very strong. He was just throwing villagers all over, you know what I'm saying? There was like some Jonies, some Chunies over there trying to fight the Eight Tails. The only person that could actually go toe to toe, as you already know, the previous Raikage, the third one. We actually got to see that in previous chapters when it was Naruto versus Raikage. We actually got to saw that third Raikage, Edo Tenzin. We got to see that. Then we kind of went back to Killer B and how he was outcast. I'm talking about he was throwing eggs at him just constantly, like everybody was just talking about like loser get out of our village, even though he was like there. That was his village, you know what I'm saying? And then we see the current Raikage, not the Raikage at the time. That was actually the third Raikage. That was actually his son, the fourth Raikage. And he said, you know what, whatever, I'll be brothers with you, Killer B. You know what I'm saying? They knock some wood, they knock wood, and right from there on, they were brothers, and that's how they know to become the strongest brothers. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to read that chapter in the manga wise. Can't wait. But yeah, that's how it became. But yeah, like I said, then Moto was saying like the reason at the time I did not like the Jinjuriki, like I didn't like the Eight Tails at all, and he didn't know how to take out his armor. I mean armor, like he didn't know how to take out his angry, like he didn't know how to take it out. Besides, like he didn't want to fight the Eight Tails face to face, and the only way he could do it just try to kill Killer B and take the Eight Tails with him. And he ran with a kunai and he kind of struck them, but he moved away, and he was like a little shrug, and the kunai went in the water. And Moto's like, oh, he was scared, like, what am I supposed to do? And then, Killer B, he's such an affectionate person, he's like, knock on some wood. And Moto was just very surprised. His eyes opened up with just blaze. He was blazed open. He didn't know what to do. It was like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I just nearly, like, killed you, and you still want to do this for me. Like, you can either be stupid as fuck, you can either be smart as fuck, or nice as fuck. It was very affectionate at that time. Yeah. And then Yamano saying like, why are you telling me this? And then Moto said, the reason I'm telling you this because I'd rather let Killer Bee hear this, but since Naruto's a fellow Jinjuriki, it's good enough. Like, I want to express my feelings with you. Like, have you, like, maybe you think, like, had you ever had somebody do that to you? Have you ever had somebody try to kill you kind of when you was asleep? And I think Naruto actually had. I'm not pretty sure. I gotta think about it. But I think Naruto almost. No, I think that was Gaara. Naruto. I don't think nobody tried to kill him behind. I mean, Mizuki, but I was kind of a cheat move. I mean, he was. Maybe. But yeah, like I said, the reason all know this because I have Naruto Volume 2 and 53 and it has a whole fight. So I did watch so get my point of view from both manga and anime. And very good, very good. Yeah. So like I said, let's continue. Then they basically walk up and they're just thinking, and they walk up where there's like these pointy things, and they sit there. Well, Naruto sits there. Then Moto and Yamano was talking. Next, this squid comes up, and he grabs Moto, and Moto's yelling. Then Naruto comes to the scene fast as fuck. You already know you want to save people. And Naruto and Yamano's like, what are we supposed to do? And Yamano said, section C or something like that. I don't know, C section or whatever. I don't know. And he goes for him. And he said, Naruto's like, no, Octopus, why are you doing this? Moto loves you. I mean, not loves you, but he cares about you. He don't do this. And Yamano's thinking like, oh my god, you serious? It's a squid. You should know octopus have round heads. Squids have triangle heads. You know what I'm saying? And Naruto's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, and then they try attacking it. Next, Killer Bee comes out of nowhere. Does little slag attacks and stuff like that. And he gets the squid, and Moto's on the ground like this, and they fist bump it like, and then like this, and Naruto's happy, like he's all happy, like, oh, finally you guys can understand each other and everything. And I actually do know what's gonna happen after that too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my review of Naruto episode 244. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later for next week review. See you guys later. Peace out.